Good morning. I am going to show you guys some pretty cool stuff today. Um, so let's say that you are in a scene where you've got your model and you've got your shaders, and you just need to look at this thing. Uh, I've created a really cool way to do that really quickly. Um, this isn't like the end all be all, but this is kind of designed to help you quickly see if what you're doing in Substance Painter is translating when you go into Maya. So let me grab the code. So this is some Python code that I whipped up. Um, I'm gonna do another tutorial on actually how I wrote this code. It's gonna seem a little bit intimidating at first, but it doesn't have to be. This is a perfect example of why Python is super useful. So what we did in essence is we took all the HDRIs from Substance Painter, and we stuck them in a folder on the network. And I made a little tool that allows you to quickly look at what they like. If you use the panorama HDRI in Substance Painter, you can see what the panorama looks like on your shaded and textured asset. So without further ado, I copied I didn't even explain how I did this. So I've got, in the Slack channel, I put a bunch of code in there. So it's as easy as copying it. Let's just select all this stuff. We're gonna copy, oof. And this is like the third iteration of this, but this is basically production ready. I'm gonna paste that, and then I just hit Control A and hit enter, and this thing pops up. So at first, you gotta select something for it to show up. So maybe what we can do is we'll just select panorama first. So what that does is it loaded it in the background, and if I hit render, oh, I don't want that one. The Maya render is ugly. Forget that I did that. Even though, I mean, it came out pretty. But you're going to limit yourself if you render through there. I'm going to go Arnold, render, and I magically have a render. And that is really fast. So that's really nice. Let's get this to where I can move it so we can see both at the same time. Now, here's the really cool thing. I could just go down and be like, oh, what's it look like in that one? And maybe I was using that one when I painted. But the point is, I can cycle through these things really quickly. Look how fast that is. And I'm just looking at my asset rendered. And that is all we really need to do. The idea here is that if we can get you to a point where you can quickly look at something, you're going to find the mistakes faster than if you're working on it, and then 3 months down the road you figure out that you have some mistakes that you have to deal with once you get it through the renderer. I kind of like just looking at these things because they're so pretty. I mean, this is only like a week of work in Substance Painter, and I think she even modeled the model in the last couple of weeks. So it's not a ton of work, and we're able to see sort of all the artistry that Nicole's putting into this asset, and we're able to see it in a lot of different lighting environments. It's really easy to make a turntable out of this. This is just a great workflow. So enjoy using that.